that over. Okay, yeah, it takes a little bit. Alright guys, hopefully we have audio. Yeah, it sounds like we do. Alright, so real quick, need to open this box because this is a New Mutants 98 that I bought off eBay, and like right after I paid for it, they like sent me a message basically saying that they thought there could be a problem with the seller, and the you know, they were going to try and cancel the transaction, but they said that since I'd already paid for it, to basically kind of see what happens. So I want to unbox this thing live so that if they in fact didn't send me the book or sent me one that's, you know, damaged, not as it was described or whatnot, that I'm not going to get stuck with it. So we shall see what happens here. I literally have no idea because that has never happened to me before. Never had eBay try and cancel a transaction like that. Okay, so it looks packaged well, you know. They put 2 Gemini mirrors in there. Yeah. Oh, no, this is not the one. This was a different one, I believe. Yeah, this was a different New Mutants 98 that I bought from a guy. I bought 2 of them from him. So, man, I'm going to have to find that book and open it because I want to make sure that, you know, I get what I paid for. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with these 2. This guy seemed like a solid guy, so I'm sure we'll be in good shape. These ones look really, really nice. Look like they should be 9.6s, I would hope for, maybe. If I get lucky, maybe one will jump to a 9.8. It's kind of hard to tell from pictures on eBay and so on and so forth, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so here's one. I guess it's possible that other book hasn't even shipped yet. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that further. Rag, what's up, dude? I knew you were gonna make it, man. That's why I threw that announcement out for you and anyone else on the East Coast, dude. Yeah. So yeah, no, you didn't miss it, brother. You are just in time. Yeah, so I said earlier that eBay tried to cancel a transaction for a New Mutants 98 that I bought. And I wanted to open it live, but this is a different New Mutants 98. I bought 2 from this guy. So they looked pretty solid, you know, hoping for 9.6, 9.8 candidates or something like that. We'll see. But the other one, like right after I paid for it, eBay, you know, was basically trying to cancel the transaction, but they're like, well, since you already paid for it, we'll see what happens. But this one I'm not worried about because this guy seems solid. So anyway, ended up getting 2 from this guy. Yeah, I could maybe kind of do without the tape on the back of the Mylar like that, but okay. Looks to be in really nice condition. I see two small color break spine stresses, so you know it's probably going to be a 9.4, 9.6 somewhere in that neck of the woods. Let's see how this other one came out. Yeah, we'll have to see. You know, lately I've been buying so much stuff, it's been hard for me to keep track of it, so I'm going to have to go back and try and find like some shipping or something for me to track the package down, or go through some of these boxes I've been saving for, you know, to open live. This one looks really nice, man. I don't see anything wrong, you know, without taking it out. I see no color breaks on the spine. This thing looks sweet. Yeah, this one's got a shot at 9.8. Yeah, happy about that. That's why when I found this seller on eBay and he had 2 of them, I was like, I want both of them, you know, because it's like you end up getting one or the other, and it's like, oh man, I didn't get the good one. So it's like, for me, if I find people that have, you know, had a couple comics for a long time, yeah, give them both to me, because you're gonna have a much better chance of you know, I'd rather buy both of them and get the 9.4, 9.6 and the 9.8 candidate than just buy one and you end up, you know, my luck, you know, end up getting that one most of the time. All right, so super excited. Major announcement for everyone. So a little while back, some guys kind of got a hold of me. They're starting up an online kind of retailer. They want to do some exclusive covers. They reached out to me. I gave them some kind of input on like how I would package them. You know, so a lot of the packaging I'm going to show you is like straight kind of my ideas. You know, of like how would I want an exclusive cover to come to me. Also was able to even help with selection of, like, you know, concept art and add input and talk to artists and creators. So it's been really freaking awesome, man. So the company is called Exchange Collectibles, and I don't know how well you can see this, but exchangecollectibles.com, and this is one of their little advertisements. And right here it says visit our YouTube partner, ComicCryptoStock. So I'm super excited to be you know, doing stuff with those guys. They're local. And so that kind of leads into this next little bit here. I'll show you. This is going to be their first exclusive cover. This is Ogre, which you've seen me show Ogre some love lately. So this is one, and it's basically packaged in a comic skin Mylar with a clear backing board. Right, so it's already in Mylar. You don't got to do nothing to it. And then on the back, you know, you can see the back of the book. They put, you know, kind of like the pencil and ink on the back, and then the certificate is on the back of the backer board. So it's in there. You're not going to lose it, and it's sealed with these little security stickers that are kind of individually numbered and stuff. So, you know, this is kind of my input with them on the packaging. And this cover here is limited to 100, and it forms a pretty sweet connecting cover with the 3 of them. Let's see if I can maybe get that image to display for you guys. All right, so there's one. So this is the first cover that they're doing, and they've got some other stuff in the works too. All right, so hopefully you guys can kind of get the idea there with that connecting cover. So this is art is by the original artist, who is Sean Daly. So it's the same artist that did you know, all of the Ogre original covers and all of the interior pencils and inks and watercolor. Anyway, so that's pretty damn awesome. And this one here is the Virgin variant, and it is limited to only 50 copies. So if anyone seeing this is wanting one of these, then I suggest you kind of move quick on it, because I don't expect them to, you know, they probably won't have them too long. So there you go. And then on the back of this one, you know, it's going to have all of the trade dress information here, and then I believe it says one of 50 copies down there, which is pretty awesome. All the certificates are individually numbered. And one thing that I mentioned to the guys, like, hey, make sure when you ship these things out that all the certificates match, you know, because that's like things that, like, as a collector, you know, I look for that type of stuff. So they did do that, you know. They're saying they're not going to guarantee just in case there's a mistake happening, but like this is number 50, so all 3 of them say number 50 on them, and then the other one I have is number 100. So I got the last ones of the batch for both of them. So that's kind of the segue into this original art, right? So within dealing with these guys, you know, I'm dealing with talking to, you know, people over at Source Point. You know, Travis is the editor-in-chief over there, talking with different artists, and you know, found out Rejected #2. Now, I showed this book a little while ago. Rejected #2 is coming out, and it's coming out next month. I think the 24th of April. So there's still plenty of time for everyone to order that book. I also put the diamond code or whatever in the description. So if you want to order Rejected #2, go to your LCS, pre-order that book, because it's probably going to get crazy like the first one did. So in with that, you know, I saw the original art for Rejected #2, and I'm like, man, that is beautiful, you know. So I reached out to Travis and said, hey, see if that cover art is for sale, or who's got it or whatever. So about a week later, you know, he gets back to me tells me that Stan Canopa, the writer of Rejected, had the art and he was willing to sell it to me. So, you know, leveraging connections, you know, guys, it's all about, like, you know, relationships. When you meet people, you know, keep in contact with them, you know, be nice to everyone. You never know who you're going to meet or what doors are going to open and opportunities. And so here I am, able to purchase original cover art for Rejected #2 from the writer Stan Canopa. And to get even sweeter, he offered to sell me the cover art for Rejected #1. Now, it's not this one. This is a variant cover, but it's the actual, you know, standard cover for Rejected 1. So I was like, yes, you know, that is flipping awesome. So here we go. And the communication with Stan, he's either gonna try and jump in the live chat tonight, or, you know, he'll catch us on the rewind. But that's awesome. You know, awesome guy. Let me see who else is. Yeah, it just looks like. Yeah, don't look like Stan's in the room yet. But I did tell him that I was gonna open this on Sunday, and he said that he would try and make the show. So that's awesome. Oh, also, don't want to forget, with Exchange Collectibles, I've got a discount code for everyone. Get you 10% off. It's just crypto. All caps, just crypto. I didn't want to comment crypto stock because, you know, why have to type all that for a discount code? So it's just crypto. That gets you 10% off. I don't know if it's a one-time use code or not. But if it is, I'll get more codes and be able to hook you guys up as much as I possibly can. All right, so, dude, this is so flippin' awesome. I mean, I was able to buy something that wasn't even for sale. I mean, this wasn't even for sale. And this is the one that I fell in love with, man. That is the cover for Rejected #2. This book comes out in like 7 weeks. All right, so order it up. Exchange Collectibles is going to be doing a virgin variant of this, as well as another painted cover variant. So, you know, if you want something that's more exclusive, then go look at that. Otherwise, go to your LCS, order this book up. You know, I think the cover price is like $6 or something, you know, so it's totally going to be worth it. And look at that. You can look at the back and look at all the you know, copacetic markers and stuff bleed through. And, you know, you can see on the comic paper, you know, Rejected #2 there. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but, man, this is what, you know, when I saw this, I was like, man, I gotta see if this thing is for sale. And, you know, wow. I don't think my stand is going to hold that up. All right, I'll set that down for just a second. And then here is the original cover art for Rejected #1. So this is pretty awesome too. And you can see all the color bleed through. The back is that as well. I mean, that's just awesome. So this is Sean Langley, did both of these covers. I don't know. I can just hold them up here for a second, but man, that is awesome. So go pre-order Rejected #2 from your LCS guys. This book, when it came out, it really shot up. I still think they're probably going for 50 or 60 bucks on eBay. So that might be maybe more than someone wants to spend for a book that they just want to read or whatnot. So there are some second and third prints out there. Exchange Collectibles is going to be doing a Game of Thrones homage cover for this too, which looks pretty cool. And it's going to be priced reasonably, probably, you know, I don't know. It's going to be less than what you would pay for just this regular one. So, you know, why not get a limited one at that point if you don't try and find a cheaper one. And there's even some like doodles on the back of this, which is cool. I wonder if it's maybe some concept art or something on the back. There's a little, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this through the bleed through, but there's like a pencil sketch of Mr. Teeth there. So that's kind of cool. And, you know, who knows? That could have been some concept art or something that he did on the back. But that's pretty sweet, man. Beautiful. Super, super happy to have this, man. I mean, this is stuff you just don't, you know, you just don't run across stuff like this. You know, you just don't. So, I mean, I am super stoked to have that. The other covers, you know, if you've been watching the channel, the other original covers that I do have was a Miko Cyan cover for Shadow Man, because I'm a big Valiant fan. So that was Shadow Man, Rise Samurai. I picked that up. And that's just pencils and ink, I believe. And that's beautiful too, but it's a variant cover, you know, so it's like, you know, variant covers aren't going to go for as much as like the standard cover, you know, that everyone gets. And that's what both of these are. I mean, so this is technically my first, like, you know, standard A cover art. And you know, what better way than to get two of them? I mean, man, that is just sick. I mean, that is just awesome. I mean, yeah. So now I'm going to have to grab myself a copy of the standard rejected #1 here, because I only had this, you know, Garden State variant. And, you know, so when I eventually do frame this, I'm going to have a you know, copy of the standard book to put with it. But also, you know, I don't know if you guys have read this or not, but it's pretty cool. One thing that Stan did in here, which I thought was really interesting, he used some poetry by I think it was Michelle Joy Gallagher. I'm pretty sure that's right. Anyway, so they inserted kind of these poems that was instead of like a narration. So it was like where you would expect a narration to be. It was poems, and I don't know if that's someone that Stan knows or whatnot. But I thought that was pretty interesting and a cool way to kind of incorporate, you know, some literature art into a comic book. So that was pretty awesome. If you guys haven't read this also, and if you do read it or you do have it and you're going to read it, I did find one little Easter egg that Stan kind of inserted himself into this book. So if you're able to find that, leave a note in the comment and let me know that you found it. I kind of ran across it and I was like, oh, he inserted himself into the comic book there a little bit. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, so if you're able to find that, leave a message in the comments and let me know. So yeah, guys, super excited. I'll try and keep getting you more discount codes for Exchange Collectibles. They've got a few different variant covers coming, and what these guys are wanting to try and do is focus on smaller press, lesser known artists that are talented, but you just may not have heard of them. And they're going to try and do that and keep everything really low print runs. I mean, like these Virgin covers, there's only 50 sets of these. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, unless you get them now, they're going to be ghosts. I mean, you're not going to see that type of stuff running around. Even the standard one, you know, there's only 100 sets of these. So, I mean, that's really, really not going to be an easy thing to find once they sell out. And they're priced really reasonably too. I can't remember. I think this one was $49 a set, or $49 or $59, something like that. It's really reasonable. And the 50 the 50s, the Virgins, I think that one was like $79, $89, something like that. So still super, super reasonable, I think, for what you're getting. And yeah, guys, so I'm super excited. Now I'm going to have to try and track down that other package that eBay was trying to cancel because, yeah, I'm, you know, it is what it is, I guess. You know, if someone sends you something, you know, if you buy something on eBay and it's not what it's supposed to be, or the person never ships it, you basically call up eBay, call up PayPal, you know, spend some time on the phone, and you're going to get your money back, you know. So it's not like the end of the world, but still no one wants to have to deal with that BS. You know, we're all busy enough to have to be calling up eBay and PayPal and dealing with that. But anyway, so I got to track down that package. It could still be here, but I don't want to, like, you know, we're live, so I'm not going to go like, oh, let me go try and see if I can find it. So anyway, if I do find it, I'll probably go live in the middle of the week, open that, and maybe some other stuff, because I really want to, like, you know, I don't want to be thinking like, oh man, you know, I got it at a good price, you know, and that's the other scary thing. It was an auction though, so, you know, you can get some good prices at auctions, because I think I got it for like $200 and it looked really nice. So I was like, yeah, that's a buy. But you know, that's another thing. Like, if you see something that's too good to be true on eBay, yeah, it's gonna be, you know. So just don't waste your time trying to buy an AF-15 for $3,000, because guess what? You know, you're not going to be getting an AF-15 for $3,000. All right, guys. So thanks for everyone joining me. Yeah. C plus E2. Yep. So rejected 2. There's still plenty of time. You know, I wouldn't wait too long. Go to your LCS. I put the diamond code order thingy in the description, so you should be able to order that up. It comes out in like 7 weeks, so there's plenty of time. And this is the cover for it, you know. So that's what it looks like. Now I think with the trade, they put the trade dress over here. It doesn't look bad, and I think they put the title of down here. I think it says "Rejected the Unwilling," because I did see. You know, the mock-up of the actual cover once they added all that information to it. And then the one Exchange Collectibles is doing has, I think, 1 for 100 here. It's a virgin variant, so it does not have the trade dress here. And then on the back, they have the pencils and inks. So they got a picture of this art before it was colored, and the pencils and ink are on the back of the book. So that's flipping awesome, too. So you actually, you know, when you look at it here, it's a finished product, but there's an in-between, you know, just the pencils and ink on the back of that Exchange Collectibles one that's going to be coming out. You know, it's like 7 weeks away. So, one other thing, yeah, definitely, if you are interested in some of those covers that they're doing, subscribe to their newsletter so that you'll know when they hit, okay? Because, like, these ones here don't come out until, like, towards the end of next month. So if it's something you're interested in, you're going to want to probably move relatively quickly, because the 100 covers or whatnot will probably sell out relatively quick. So if you're wanting one of those, then I would definitely subscribe to that newsletter. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's cool, man. So, yeah, it's always... I haven't pulled that many New Mutants 98s that I think only got 2 that I grabbed raw that came back 9/8 after getting pressed and stuff. But I'll tell you what, one of these, you know, without looking at the back, obviously, just looking at the front, yeah, that looks like it has a shot. There was no color break, no spine ticks that I could see, you know, without taking it out of the bag. It looks nice. But, yeah, for if it's a 9/8 candidate, all day, man, rag, yeah. 300, yeah, give me that sucker, you know, all day. So, it looks like Stan Canopa was not able to join the live chat. He told me he was going to try to, but, you know, back east for him, you know, and you, rag, I know it's like midnight, man, so, or something like that, whatever. I know it's late for you guys. But thank you so much for, you know, chilling with me and taking a look at this art and some other cool books. And we're going to go ahead and call it, because I still haven't eaten yet. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, guys.